This is what I'm usually telling you not to do, because this is never really going to happen for a long period of time when you're in a live drawing class. But just to show you how I would do this, like a quick little expression at home, someone's like happy, frightened, surprised, then you would see the full circle of that eye. Okay, let me get in that little iris, pupil, highlight, and for some reason these pencils are just driving me a little batty today. They're just going dull really fast. I'll go over that, and now let's get rid of all that white and go with the direction of the lay of the land. Go a little bit darker. Now let's create this optical illusion of these lashes, and let's flick that lash, and let's just do a little underplane, and let's see if I can move my pencil slower now, a little bit more control. That's my ledge. This is going to be my little eyeball line, maybe a little underplane. This would be a little bit of shadow. And now I can think about that peanut shape that we talked about. Cool. And now this is going to be, like I said, rounder. Good. And now I'm going to do that little shadow. I can keep going with this eye. I got to just move a little fast so I get this full spectrum of features in for you. Okay, so now that's somebody. Now let me just kind of add a little detail. Just flick the lashes a couple times. So it's not out of control, and sometimes those lashes would actually be casting a shadow on the white of the eye. And down here, let's do a little bit more. Let's push this. Flick a couple of these like lashes, one or two, and maybe I can just do a little bit more rendering. Okay, so now this, like I said, is going to be round, and maybe I'll just do a couple of like directional lines for my eyebrow. So this would be surprise. That would be your iris, where you see the whole thing, okay? So you start to see a pattern with the way that I draw the eyes. Now let me do this one for you, just because it's very similar to the one that I just did, but I think it's important that I show you this other aspect. When you're drawing an eye, you're looking for these weird shapes. So that would be a shape. This would be a triangle. This would be that peanut shape that we talked about. This is the angle of the eyebrow, skinny little pupil, flick of your lash, and then another triangular shape for that shadow. So now, what are these shapes? That's shadow. That's shadow. This is the white of the eye. It's going to be in shadow. I'll go over this a couple times, sharpen my pencil. This is my eyebrow. So what you guys got to just try to do is look for triangles. There's a triangle here, a triangle here, a triangle here. This is a triangle with a head cut off, and this is that little peanut shaped thing. And it all is about where the light is coming from. So all my light's coming from up above. So this would turn, because you got to remember it's a ball. Another simple thing. From the front, your iris would be round, 3/4 view. It's getting a little skinnier. And in profile, it's really skinny. So I see some students will draw a profile eye, and they'll do both the upper lash and the lower lash, and they'll do a circle. And it just looks so odd like that. So if you make it look a little bit better, you flick the lashes like I'm doing over here, and that always seems to help.